So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first-day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. And as you can see, we've already started here. It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
That's a promising position. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Gives it back, and it's Joelinton. Very nicely done. Barnes! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
He's very lucky to recover that, and he shouldn't have put himself in that position in the first place.
Nicely weighted ball, and he's worked it through. Manchester United have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. And we have our very first corner. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. He rises! Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's clever. And it's made its way to him. He's having a shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, that was really good running. The more he moved with it, the more he realised that taking the shot was his only option. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Barnes plays it short. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Over to the left, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Decent chance! You've got to be quick to recover this. It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Bruno Guimaraes. Joelinton is making a start here. I wonder what sort of a role is he expected to play, Jim?
Well, we'll be seeing him popping up all over the pitch, Peter. He's great at nipping opposition counters in the bud, but he can create chances for his forwards too. What's most important, though, is that he's a real fighter, a real grafter, and I think you'll see the best of that out there.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Joelinton. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Guimaraes. It's a promising position. There's the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Yes, it's in! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
Gordon, looking to play him in. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Rooney. Rooney going face-to-face with his great rival. This looks promising. Up he goes! He scores!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Manchester United have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Elanga. Gordon. Gordon will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Gordon, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't go...
And Van Nistelrooy! Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. Yeah, he shot a goal! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, well played. That's going to go a long way. He's gone direct here. That has not gone well. Looking for options for movement. And the shot!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That's a cute ball. Good ball over the top. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
Newcastle are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Linton.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Vieira promptly onto that, and that is that. Can he get on the end of this? Back into the middle. Tonali. Tonali powering forward here. Gordon. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And here's Barnes. Aimed beyond the defence. Check gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Shot, surely! And he's there to belt it away. And it's Vieira. Great vision. Oh! Shifted it to the flank. Tonali. Oh, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
And the ball is out of play. Byrne is there, and he can pick it up. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Newcastle finding their passes. Tries to pass it through. Gordon receives it in a good position. Gordon! And he's gone direct here. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Knocks it out wide. Now, can they get him away? That'll be a throw. Some good work on the right flank here. Now that looks a decent ball. Gordon in acres of space out wide. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now can he find a finish? Gordon! And he nearly went all the way.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
This is their second corner of the game. Barnes with the short one. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Cleared away. Chow concedes a free kick for that. And he's going to have his name taken. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Law might be danger. Real chance! Goal! Manchester United! And the comeback is complete. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Manchester United go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, that's nice. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Could move up a gear here. He's picked his way through. Oh, that's neat. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Ferdinand cuts out the pass. Five minutes left on the clock. Knocks it into space. He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to restore parity. And he scores! Back in business! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be...
And he shoots! Desperate defending required here. And he's gone backward here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? What a throw in. Tonali. He's a sharp little ball here. Elanga. Gordon. Threads one in. Shoots! Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Newcastle, with the clock ticking away, have a chance to change the whole picture. So having trailed, this to go ahead. He can't put it away. I never really looked. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes.
Please turn your attention to the screen for information provided by the local police. Substitution for Manchester United.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come.
Number 3.
Newcastle did fantastically well to force extra time, having been on the brink of defeat in normal time. In fact, you could say they're the better off of the two teams, at least psychologically.
Number 19.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Bruno Guimaraes. Neatly clipped into space. He might be in here! It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Good ball, good take. Shot, it's Rooney! Now, who's going to be first to this? Burn. To share. Gordon does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Share. Bruno Guimaraes. Good running, strong and purposeful. Half-time, extra time.
Those of you making their way home.
Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 15.
And so the last chance to find a winner. They have given it everything. It's been grueling. But who will be standing at the very end? Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Here's Gordon. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's picked it up out wide. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Newcastle must do something here, and very quickly.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Guimaraes. Gordon. Shawlinton. And he's well positioned here, and that's a good ball. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, we expected better, and so did he. He's had a shot! It's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
Pressure and nerve. After 2 inconclusive hours, it is penalties. So this one to set the tone. And he has done his bit.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Up steps Mr. Dependable.
Yeah, good pen that. Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
Law is the second man to step up for his team. And he puts it away.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
So, the second man in line. Keeper's gone the wrong way.
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed the keeper.
The third man in the queue.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Good penalty, just steered it the other way. 3-3. Scholes is the fourth man to step forward for them. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
Shad is the fourth man to step up. Oh, good take. Keeper committed himself.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
He must, but can he? It's in. He's kept them in it.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
So on the cusp of where they want to be. Oh, brilliant. He had to save it, and he did. A huge pressure penalty, reserved only for the bravest of men. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that, the way he was moving beforehand. Very good save.
Shawlinton is weighed down with pressure on his shoulders. Broad shoulders they have to be. That's won it! Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
From the manager's perspective, Peter,
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now it's Gordon. Elanga. Isak has been included in the starting lineup. Does he have a key role to play here, Jim?
He's got the skill set, Peter, and the force of personality to make things happen. It's as simple as that. I think sometimes the only thing that can crack open a defence is a moment of magic from a forward player, and this guy has the invention, the craft, the guile, whatever way you want to put it.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Gordon. Now it's Isak. He has a look. He's having a shot! I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run, and
big chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Turns and goes back. Back when it goes. Oh, that's superb. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Bruno Guimaraes. Nicely shaped ball. No, that's been intercepted. So we're still where we started right now. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's in a great position here. Chance, surely! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time.
Shoots! We've got a goal! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Gordon. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's on his way! Chance for a shot! Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Strokes it back.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Out to the left it goes. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Now he's got space here. Mosquera calmly anticipates. Gordon. That's tidy. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Shot it goal! Goal! Arsenal! And they get themselves in front! That was as close to certain as can be.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Gordon charging forward, the ball at his feet. Shapes to shoot! Calafiori gets rid without sophistication. Perez. Perez goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Tonali. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Tonali. For Joelinton. Succumbs to the pressure. Scholes. He's in plenty of space here. He is through here. Bruno Guimaraes. That's a cute ball. Chips it through. He's in. Isak! Sensational from Isak! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. They're level in a trice. And we've reached half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Please take this opportunity
Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 11, Perez.
So once again, we're underway.
Esteban, coming on the field.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Havertz. And the shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Arsenal go into the lead. Botman. Xiao. Here's Gordon. Cleared without hesitation. Searching pass he's played there. Xiao. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Joelinton. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That has not gone well. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. And it's Tonali. Havertz looking for the run. Xiao gets over and intercepts. Bruno Guimaraes. Scholes is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Newcastle have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Isak. Gordon.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And it's Guimaraes. Gordon. Joelinton. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's had it taken off him. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Mosquera did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. There's a sharp little ball here. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now, there's no getting past him. It's really well defended. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Owen.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Defending here is really tight. Havertz does really well there, he is strong. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And it's made its way to him. And this is Owen. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Can he finish?
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Played into the middle, and the keeper beats it away. And he's gone backward here.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's well spotted. Linton. Newcastle looking to pass their way through. Scholes. And that will be it. Newcastle can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end.
Please report to the
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So we reach a fork in the road.
Hello, everybody,
Fortunes
and
can
welcome
turn
to
either
today's
way from
match.
this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle.
Robert Pires is another outstanding attacking midfield talent, one of the finest of his generation.
Yeah, and pretty prolific for a wide player, actually. Gets his fair share of goals.
Yeah, he has a poetry in motion grace about his game and can truly conjure up some magical footwork.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Bruno Guimaraes, played out towards the right wing. Can he get it through? And that could set him on his way. Perez. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Joelinton. He's in a great position here, and he's had it nicked away. Adams did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that's a good ball. Is there any support? He might not need it. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Gordon! Brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. Oh, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off.
And here's Perez. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Now it's Gordon. Pressure coming in from all directions. Picks out brilliant Bonds! Now, who's going to be first to this? That's a half-decent try. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Please watch the screen if you have a ticket.
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
We have already started here.
Well, here is one of the undoubted golden boys of Spanish. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's gone in! And the game springs instantly to life.
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up call for the hosts.
And they're quick to get it back. Played into the middle. Byrne is there, and he can get that clear. Bruno Guimaraes, nicely shaped ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. Robson for Rice. Robson. Spread it left. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Gets into some space. He's got away. Engages and forces him off the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Newcastle leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Byrne promptly onto that, and that is that. Barnes. Tonali. Here's Gordon. Gordon was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now it's Gordon. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It's a promising position. Gordon. Looking to play him in. He's on it. Can he get away? In with the challenge. Distributed tidily.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Some front-footed pressing going on here. Trippier. Bruno Guimaraes. Searching pass he's played there. And there's green grass ahead of him. Face to face with the keeper. Oh, given away. There's the shot. He's scored. And this is getting better and better. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Newcastle are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Bruno Guimaraes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Newcastle looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And here's Joelinton. Joelinton unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Robson, and he's picked it up out wide. Robson is onto this. Bruno Guimaraes. Botman. Joelinton. And it's Joelinton. And it's Joelinton. Gordon. Closing in on goal. Showing good feet.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's beat Joelinton! The message is clear, none shall pass. And that'll be the final action of the first half. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Newcastle sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And we are already promptly back underway. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Not the most accurate pass. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Out towards the flank. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
And he's going direct. Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Trippier kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking for options for movement.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's had it nicked away. Robson. Over to the left. Best. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He has a look up. Shoots! Joelinton. Newcastle in a very solid position. 2 to the good. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Tonali tries to pass it through. Bruno Guimaraes lobbed in behind. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, what a mistake! Trippier. And it's Rodri. So we've reached the hour mark. Ball's played through. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Byrne gets it away. Robson. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that's really well manoeuvred.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
It's gone out for a throw-in. Tonali threads one in. Rodri shifted it to the flank. Oh, that's neat. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nice interception, well timed. Joelinton.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, played through for the wide man. He's found a way through. Raya claims comfortably. Robson. Played out to the left flank. Could try cutting inside here. More and more pressure on the ball here. He's had it taken off him. Joelinton. Now that looks a decent ball. Great chance! Relentless! Just relentless! up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Well, as options go, that was a superb choice. It's over and in. Job done.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy, Grealish, I like a lot. To me, he's a combination of a number 10 and a modern midfielder in the sense that he has that creativity.
Chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Barnes is short. And now they can spring out of defence. Strong running down that left flank. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Grealish. And it's made its way. And the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Chooses to go back. And now a sudden chance to counter.
There they go, hunting again.
And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Gordon, and it's Joe Linton. And that was nowhere near his best. Grealish. Fletcher. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Tonali. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Joe Linton. Van Dijk. That's a sharp pass. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Rooney. Now the cross. Thiaw getting this one clear. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Could move up a gear here. Burn spots it and intercepts. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. He's in a great position here. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Aims beyond the defence, and he was alert to it.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Big header! And he's done it! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Leeds have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Van Dijk, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. He has found the way through. Thinks about the shot. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Great defending, strong and determined. And he takes a shot! Yes, it's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and the analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Newcastle do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
That's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Succumbs to the pressure. Shawlinton. Good driving run. Nicely weighted ball. Leeds do have a chance to counter here. Shawlinton. And it's Shawlinton. That was good pressing. Forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. It's a promising position. He's picked his way through. Shapes to shoot! Corner number 2 then. Cleared without hesitation. Newcastle have the chance to go the other way. And here's Son Heung-min. Barnes. And the finish! It's hit the upright. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Newcastle faced with a real prospect of letting this slip. The ball is on the spot. Here we go. Taken with style. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? That's an imaginative pass. And there's green grass ahead of him. Burn. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
And a quick announcement for the benefit of
it is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are.
Oh, shooting chance! It's loose, and there's a race for... And one more try! It's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Gordon duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
This is quite a battle.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Gordon! It's in! And the comeback is complete! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Substitution in progress.
Leeds choosing to make the first change. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's found a way through. Byrne gets it away. Back when it goes. Oh, good ball. And a chance! Really well taken goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
The attendance for this match.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Oh no circumventing this opponent. Well, what about it? Extraordinarily, they have been denied as late and as dramatically as can be. Botman. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Gordon! And he's found the net! And he is just ripping it up! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Newcastle take the lead. Looking to play him in. He's having a shot! And that would have won it.
Gordon has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
It's their second corner of the game. Barnes with the short one. Oh, right place, right time.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Linton. Driving forward. Looking for the run. He's through. Shot a goal! Goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Chance for a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
Corner number 3 coming up. He gets big! And somehow he managed to miss it. Out of play for a throw. Just 5 minutes left. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nice looking ball. That has been cut short. Darren Fletcher, and it's Rooney. Look at the space here. Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, that's a key interception. He might be in here.
5 minutes added time.
He's had a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Newcastle have their third corner. They've played it short. Rooney. Played into space. That has ended up in no man's land. Bruno Guimaraes. Probing pass. Darren Fletcher. Eze. Now it's Rooney. Threads one in. There's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping. That's good defending. Defending in numbers. And that is as far as it goes. Newcastle have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. Your final thoughts? Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, up he goes! Oh, off the bar! Burn gets it, has another go! Grealish! He's scored! There is the breakthrough! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Number 20, Grealish! Grealish!
So, a breakthrough already.
Grealish!
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he's searching through. Oh, cracking ball. That's a little off target. Grealish. And it's Tonali. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Lovely feet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Grealish. Oh, this is a very good run. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. Big chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a good ball out wide. Gordon plays a sharp little ball here. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. The ball has bounced loose. Eze! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
This might spell danger. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Son Heung-min. Bruno Guimaraes with the slide tackle there. Gordon. He is just caressing the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And the shot! Bruno Guimaraes. Linton. Bruno Guimaraes. Looking for options for movement. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. He has a look, goes for a shot! Linton. There's Gordon. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that looks a decent ball. Good read, needed to be. Linton. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now who's going to be first to this? Tonali. Leeds trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try...
And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now he's got space here. And he cuts out the supply. Turns back here, probably the best option. Linton.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. And this, an opportunity to pull level. Now it's Gordon. Now it's Bruno Guimaraes. Now, who's going to be first to this? Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min goes pelting down that left-hand side.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Bruno Guimaraes.
Added time.
Now it's Gordon. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
That gets things going for the second half.
Number 10.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Gordon going face-to-face with his great rival. Elanga. Linton. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Good take. He's having a shot! Is he out of this world? That is a gem! An absolute gem! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Leeds are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Leeds can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Leeds appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Look at the space here. Can he find the finish? He's missed, but not by that far. Joelinton goes short. And it's made its way to him. Leeds are looking to go forward now. Aimed beyond the defence. And it's Eze. And they can counter here. Fletcher with a definite foul there.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
21.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Joelinton. Number 30.
And here's
Sheshko.
Gordon. Knocks it into... And he'll
Substitution
shoot
taking
here! Newcastle perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Joelinton. Chow. Newcastle looking to pass their way through. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Now there's a fine ball. Plenty to aim at here. Shot could be on. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Gordon is fouled. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Gordon is standing over this one, so the perfect chance to get one back. Gordon! And that has been knocked clear. That's very neat. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Son Heung-min, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Gordon, and it's Joelinton.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Leeds are making a change now.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Barnes. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Played into space. Ferdinand makes the interception. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Nicely worked. And that's a good ball. Shoots! And he's found the net! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Newcastle give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Substitution on the field, number 24, Fletcher.
Into stoppage
Coming on
time,
the field
very little
is
left on it.
Number 18,
Casemiro, a player who needs no introduction. Linton. Now it's Barnes, and it's Linton. Gordon, and here's Gordon. That's tidy. Very nicely done. Great chance! It's a goal! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfect. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Hello, everybody, and please join me
brief
in
breather
wishing a
and
happy
then
wedding
extra
anniversary
time.
for one of our fan club members.
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Newcastle displayed great resilience to find the late equaliser. Chance, surely! It's loose now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Corner number 2 then. Big header! Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it! Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Leeds take the lead.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Bruno Guimaraes, nice control. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Showing good feet. And that has left him in a heap. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
Well, at least they acknowledged the effort.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Lovely pass, but can he get there? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Elanga. Some good work on the right flank here. Xiao. Rodri. Tries to play it through. He's in space and looking for options. Rooney. Burn did
There will
just
be 1
about
minute
enough to come
added
out on
time.
top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
That's it for the first period of extra time. Both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Substitution.
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? They have given it everything. It's been grueling. But who will be standing at the very end? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Pass somewhat off target. Rooney. Great vision. Chips it through. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Barnes. Tonali. Bruno Guimaraes. Gordon will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Chance! And that could have brought them level.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Leeds have the chance to go the other way. Nicely aimed pass. Time is running out here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
And it's Guimaraes. Can he get on the end of this?
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's heaved it away. Burn. Well, that is one way to stop him. And time is up. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. How would you summarise what we've seen today then,
And a
Jim?
quick announcement.
Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started. An early chance there, first of the game.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that has been cleared. Newcastle are looking to go forward now. Joelinton receives it in a good position here. Shot at goal! There it is! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective...